You're watching KCCI 8 News at 9 on MeTV.
The People of Des Moines Facebook page is in some hot water. How one woman who's been targeted on that page is reacting to the harsh comments. Plus, a Boone man may regain his vision after decades of blindness. The miracle surgery that could make it happen. But first, the White House continues to deny rumors of chaos in the Trump administration amid the latest staff shakeup. President Trump fired Anthony Scaramucci as his communications director after appointing him to that role 10 days ago. Weijia Jiang has the latest from the White House. Iowa Republicans are reacting to the shakeup tonight. KCCI's Lauren Donovan has that. Lauren?
Shayna, they say Kelly played a big role in Scaramucci's departure and is aiming to bring order to a White House that's been rocked by near constant staff turmoil. Republican David Oman told me that Iowa Republicans are excited about the change in leadership that they think John Kelly will bring and are optimistic that this could bring changes to the Trump administration.
New tonight, a popular Des Moines Facebook page is getting a lot of backlash for alleged cyberbullying of innocent people. KCCI's Laura Terrell joins us in the newsroom. And Laura, you talked with one Des Moines woman who was targeted on that Facebook page.
Yes, someone posted a picture of Alexandria Horn on the page called The People of Des Moines. She had no idea that picture was taken and was shocked to see hundreds of mean and violent comments. And if you are wondering, Horn decided to change her hairstyle for fun, not because of the bullying. And I messaged the Facebook page's administrator today. Within the last hour, he messaged me back saying there is no legal action against the page. It was just a joke. He says he is not shutting the page down. Shayna.
All right. Thanks, Laura. Tonight, a special fundraiser was held to help the family of an 8-year-old girl who was seriously hurt after being hit by a drunk driver. Family, friends, and neighbors hosted a lemonade stand tonight for Lila Tuttle to help with her extensive medical bills. She was placed into a medically induced coma at Blank Children's Hospital after a drunk driver struck her with his pickup truck back on May 30th. Her family says she's made a lot of progress, but still has a long road to recovery.
When she came out of her coma, she just slowly started talking and slowly started using her left side of her body, and it's just kind of like an awakening that's just taken place over the last 7 weeks, and now she's able to stand.
Lila's family says she is currently rehabilitating at LifeServe in Johnston. 54-year-old Lawrence McKenzie was charged with OWI in connection with that crash. Drought conditions are getting worse in Iowa. There's been a lot of damage already to crops in the south central and southeastern parts of the state. Here's what drought conditions looked like 3 months ago. That small patch of yellow shows abnormally dry conditions in just the southeast corner of the state. Now take a look at current conditions. A large portion of the state is now abnormally dry, which is shown in yellow. The tan shows moderate drought, and the orange area in south central Iowa shows severe drought. So now the question is, are we going to see any rain this week? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Gertz for the answer. Thanks, Curtis. A Marshalltown man is behind bars for stealing a rare replica car from 1966. He also decided to give it a shoddy paint job. Residents spotted the now black Ford GT40 replica just cruising through Marshalltown 2 days after it was reported missing. Patrick Allen Chamberlain is charged with theft along with several other drug and traffic charges. The owner says he's not sure how the suspect got away with the car.
I think maybe someone saw me either putting it away at some point or pulling it out of that slot, because they seem to go to the right garage door to break the lock.
Marshalltown police say they are still figuring out if Chamberlain painted the car himself or not. The car's owner, Steve Selasik, says he plans to restore the car to its original yellow color. A former Albia teacher has pleaded not guilty to charges of sex with a student. Prosecutors charged 29-year-old Zachary Simpson with sexual exploitation of a minor after a 16-year-old student told investigators she and Simpson had sex at least twice. Simpson worked as a teacher and driver's education instructor. He resigned on July 17th. No trial date has been set. Some Fort Dodge residents are not happy with who's been chosen to paint a mural on the side of a silo in town. Of the 16 artists who submitted designs, the artist selected was Guido Van Helten, who lives in Brisbane, Australia. His design depicts everyday life in Fort Dodge, and it beat out the designs of local artists. A lifelong Fort Dodge resident we spoke with tells us she's disappointed the selection process did not favor local artists.
I think it makes sense that it's a local landmark and we should support our local people.
The senior city planner tells us the final decision was based on design, longevity, durability, maintenance, and the $180,000 budget. Work is expected to begin next summer. Coming up, one Iowa man may see for the first time in years how his sight could be restored with a bionic eye. Plus, President Trump threatens to pull funding from Obamacare, how that could impact Americans. On August 17th, Boone resident Steve Myers will see for the first time in decades. He has a rare eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa, but with the help of family, friends, and the Mayo Clinic and the Second Sight Corporation, a new door is about to open for him. As KCCI's Adam Brower shows us, this moment has been a long time coming. Myers says one of the first things he wants to see is the ocean, and he's excited to just take a walk around his Boone neighborhood and return home safely. In Washington, the Senate is back in session after the GOP's effort to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act hit a dead end. But President Trump isn't moving on.
Let Obamacare implode.
President Trump threatened to stop the federal payments that help lower-income Americans afford their coverage. Analysts say without those payments, some insurers would raise prices. Others would pull out of the individual market altogether. An administration official says the president will decide this week if those payments will continue. This weekend, the U.S. joined allies South Korea and Japan to fly 2 supersonic bombers along the Korean peninsula. The show of force came after North Korea's latest long-range missile test last Friday. Analysts say the latest launch proves North Korea could have the capability to hit the U.S. mainland. The new far-reaching ballistic capacity of these weapons has many concerned over what Kim Jong-un's regime will do next. Tropical storm Emily hit the Florida coast this morning, bringing strong gusts and heavy rain across the Tampa Bay region. The storm was last located 35 miles southwest of Tampa. Its maximum winds are sustained at 45 miles per hour. It's moving east at about 10 miles per hour. Tropical storm warnings remain in effect for parts of the state. And on that note, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Gertz. He's keeping an eye on that storm. Thanks, Curtis. Football season is almost here. Scott Reister caught up with the Cyclones at practice. He's in next.
Now, here's Scott Reister with KCCI 8 Sports, powered by Fairway.
Temperatures in the upper 80s the next couple of days. We do have a few chances of rain. Best chances look to be Thursday and Sunday. Notice some of those days in the cool 70s.
That doesn't look bad at all. Thanks, Curtis. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again at 10 o'clock on Channel 8. Have a good night.